Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Andy R and this is the Brotherhood of Men, a channel solely dedicated to getting you men out there a better outcome in your lives, even if it's only a little bit, because a little bit better is still better. So what's today's video about? Well, funnily enough, today's video is very similar to the videos I've made about not dating single mothers. This one's about not dating single women, obviously, who've got dogs. Now, I could say who've got pets in general, but cats are a bit of a different subject because they're a little bit more independent than dogs. If you bring a dog into your life, you are expected to look after it. You are expected to do the things that keep that dog healthy and well. One of those things is taking it out regular and being there for the dog. Cats can be a little more independent. If they're an indoor cat, then the same thing applies as it does for dogs. But if it's a cat that's being let out, it will hunt for itself. So why do I say don't date single women who have dogs? Well, it's very similar to not dating single women who have children. The dog is going to be her top priority. She brought that dog into her life almost as a substitute child. So the same kind of rules apply. That red flag that's there about she's got a kid should be there if she's got a dog. You'll hear it in her conversation. She's constantly talking about this dog. You don't get spontaneity in your dating with this woman. You go out for a date, you think to yourself, hey, I'm going to get lucky tonight, I'm going to get in, she seems to be going for my patter, I'm going to take her back to my place and we're going to have some fun. And you say, would you like to come back for my place for a coffee? Code. We all know what do you want to come in for a coffee means. And she uses this line, oh, I can't, I've got to get back to my dog. I've got to let him out, I've got to take him for a walk. The same thing applies if you want a bit of a spontaneity where you go, hey, let's get away for this weekend, you and I, let's get a B&B or go somewhere that's picturesque and that, you know, trying to be romantic. She comes back with, oh, I can't, I've got no one who can look after the dog. Do you see? It's the same kind of problems as if you said the same thing if she had a child. She's prioritizing the dog who she's brought into her life as a companion because she doesn't have one. She's using that as her affection and pillow. Where she's actually telling you is my life is so hollow that I can't keep a man that I've actually had to go out and get a dog. Now these women will do the same thing as well. They'll say, oh yeah, he's a rescue. A rescue? I mean, come on. You couldn't even get yourself a puppy and raise it. No, you want to feel like the saviour complex. I went and rescued this dog. I went and gave this dog a second chance. Now that's a noble compliment. It's a noble sentiment. And I've had dogs myself, and I've had both from puppies and I've had rescue dogs. And it is a great thing to do for a dog that's been abandoned. But that dog comes with problems. That's why it's a rescue. Something has happened to that dog that was rejected in the first place because maybe of bad behaviour or more likely bad raising. The dogs aren't inherently bad. It's the people who have them who spoil, who ruin the dog. Instead of training a dog loves to be part of the family. The dog that we had that was a rescue dog, absolutely brilliant family dog, but it took 12 months before he even accepted us as his family because he'd been rejected. And dogs will suffer from rejection syndrome just the same as a child would. And this is the point I'm making, that these women who have dogs in their life, one, they've used the dog as a substitute child and substitute boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to call it. And now all of their love and affection is being put on that dog. So when you come into her life and you're showing her interest, she's lapping that interest up because women are inherently by nature attention vampires. That she loves the fact that you're giving her attention. Also, you know, she's getting the coochie filled, you're getting your todger wet, so, you know, all's good. But there's no spontaneity. You're not going to be her number one priority. Her dog is. Her dog can't do what you can do for her, and that's why she still wants you. You've got resources, you've got inventive ways to make her feel special about herself. You go into great ideas of what you can do on a date, because that's what we do as guys. We're not so much playing a game, but we're thinking ahead for the next thing. But we also want spontaneity, that, hey, come round, like, you know, let's go and do so and so. Oh, I can't, I've got to take the dog to the vet. Oh, I can't, my dog's sick. Oh, I've got to get back for the dog because he needs to be taken out for a walk and he's been on his own all day. Oh, I can't because... All the time, there's excuse, excuse, excuse. And she can use it as a damn good excuse to keeping you on a line, more or less almost putting you in the friend zone, whilst not giving up the goods. I mean, quite literally, she'll be like, oh yeah, I want to jump, but I don't want to. I can use the dog as an excuse for not jumping into bed with him too quickly so he doesn't think of me as a little bit of a tramp. She can use that as an excuse. So it'll be, oh yeah, no, I'd love to do that, or yeah, I'm really attracted to you and I'd love to come up to your apartment or your house or wherever it is that you live, but I've got to get back for the dog. You see, it's an excuse. So this is why I say, don't get with women who have got dogs, because you're hitting the same problems, the same reasons I say don't date a single woman. Now, sorry, not a single woman, a single mother. Obviously you want to date a single woman. I mean, you don't want to be that guy. And if you haven't seen that video, go and watch it. Don't be that guy. And that's, you know, because you wouldn't like that to happen to you. But anyway, I digress. I don't mean to. Now, this can apply to a woman who's got house cats. And what I mean is cats that are not let out. So they're constantly using the, you know, they've got the litter tray inside and that. People who let the cats out, more independent that cat is. It's indoors, it comes back at night and that's spend the night in if it's cold and what have you. But in the daytime it goes out and it's probably hunting. So therefore it's feeding itself. It's not so reliant on the owner. Whereas a dog is 100% reliant on the owner, in this case a single woman. And that's exactly the same with a child. It's 100% reliant on the single mother. This is why I say, and I've done quite a few videos of it about don't date single mothers. Well, the same thing applies with a woman who's got a dog, and probably more than one dog. Then you've got the next thing as well. If you go round to her place, you think, okay, we've gone out for a great meal and everything. She's living with herself and this dog, or dogs, plural. And you say, well, I'll come round to your place tonight. And of course, she's got the cooch tingle. She's on full flood. And she's like, yeah, let's come round. Now you've got to put up with this big slobbering beast who sees you as an intruder. The barking, the bearing the teeth. Oh, don't mind him. He's just, once he gets used to you and that. And you've also got that extra pair of eyes, because obviously she doesn't keep her pooch out of the bedroom. Well, you don't want the dog all of a sudden licking your backside while you're thrusting away, do you? No. Or even it just sitting there watching you. That's weird. But she's not going to kick it out, because if she does, they're scratching at the door and whimpering. Why have you boxed me out, Mummy? Why have you kept me out of the bedroom? You always let me sleep in the bed with you. So it's scratching the door and whimpering. I mean, that's got to be off-putting. I know it is. Because I'm giving you this information from personal experience. And this is why I say don't do these things, or do these things. It's because I've experienced them myself, and I know the pitfalls, and I don't want you guys to have to fall into those pits when you can avoid it. And when you've got the information at your fingertips, you can avoid it. You don't have to make all the mistakes. And I've said it many times, we can't live long enough to make the mistakes individually ourselves. You can learn so much from books of people who've done things. You can learn so much from other guys who've made the mistake. And therefore, it means that you don't have to make it. And in this case, I'm telling you information because I learned the hard way. So this is why I say to you, don't date women who've got dogs or a dog. So tell me, do you agree? Have you dated a woman who had dog or dogs and used these excuses or different excuses, ones I haven't mentioned it? Let me know in the comments down below. On your way up from there, hey, come on, give the video a like. That's like a woman needs attention, is likes for a video. It helps the algorithm, as does commenting, as does sharing the video. If you know somebody who'll get a giggle out of this video, or more importantly, who'll get some insight from this video, because that's how we grow as men, is we share information with each other. There's no such thing as useless information. You just need to find a use for it. So I'm giving you this information because I think you'll get use from it. So do the same for your brothers out there. Share it with somebody that you could get it. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, well, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. I have got some great future content coming up, and I hope you've been enjoying the content that I've already been putting out there. But the future content I've got coming up, it's covering different subjects. For instance, I'm going to do, probably do, a series of videos smattered amongst the normal daily videos that I will be putting out, called the Red Flag series. And it'll be me explaining certain red flags so that you can avoid them. And now, if that's something that you think you would get something from, please let me know in the comments down below. And also, if it's something that you look forward to hearing, then subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because I know that over 70% of the viewers of this channel are not subscribed. Why not? Come on in, join the Brotherhood. We're a nice, welcoming community. My brothers are brilliant. They are literally my brothers, and I want the best for them. And why do I want the best for them? Because you brothers out there are my reflection. You are like me. You see things that I see. You hear things. You are just like me. And that's why I make these videos like this, because it's a conversation. It's like talking to my brothers, because that's what you are. You are my reflection. When you do bad and fall down, I feel bad I've fallen down. When you do great, I feel great. And that's why I do these videos, because I want you to not fall down and I want you to feel great. Anyway, let me know in the comment section, as I said, have you dated a woman who had a dog or dogs? Did you run into the problems that I've mentioned here? If so, let me know. Anyway, I'm going for a cup of tea because I think I deserve one. And you men out there, do as I've always said. Take care of yourself, because if you don't, who the heck will? I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.